Hello there guys, welcome back to Younes Talks Football, welcome back to a brand new video. I hope all of you are doing well today. Listen, the show doesn't stop on this channel, right? Chelsea Football Club might be in the gutter, but the show goes on. And I'm sorry, if it's going to come to me having to start talking about other teams properly, that is exactly what I'm going to do, because Chelsea are just not advancing whatsoever. So I'm not going to just dwell on that. We are going to move on with our lives and entertain the good football that exists. So Chelsea, take note, right? Because I'm going to keep referencing us whilst we go through what I'm about to go through. Champions League night. How nice would it have been if I came on here talking about, after a watch along, we've just played Bayern Munich or Real Madrid. Looking forward to the second leg, man. No, it's not. We've got to talk about Man City. And we've got to talk about Arsenal. And you know what? Those two teams today, fair play. Man City are just Man City. Can I just say, Man City are ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. It's mad. It's absolutely insane. Arsenal, I got to give Arsenal their flowers. I got to give it to them. I didn't think it was going to happen, I'll be honest, and I'll explain. Actually, you know what? Let's start off with Arsenal. Because I'm not going to lie. I came into this looking and thinking, you know what? It would be beautiful if, shout out Mr. Audi TT, with ex-Tottenham Harry Kane showed up to the Emirates and done a number on them. I thought that would have been hilarious, right? I saw before the game, some Arsenal fans were trying to mimic like Eastern European ultras with flipping bandanas and like all blacked out, and they're just showing this, and they've got flags and whatnot, and they've got flares behind them. I'm like, what is this? Am I watching North London or am I watching Belgrade? What's going on? This isn't Arsenal. Listen guys, you ain't that. But they brought the atmosphere. There were no Bayern Munich fans there. They showed up, and they started off pretty well. In a time where Bayern Munich are a little bit all over the place. This is all they've got left. If the title with the Bundesliga is done, they're so far behind now. Bayer Leverkusen, Xabi Alonso have that on a plate. So they're coming into the Champions League now with all guns blazing, all eggs in one basket. And to be honest, Tuchel's been criticised this season. But if you want someone to go far in the Champions League, he's your man. And Arsenal started off the game pretty well. Saka with a very clever goal, very intelligent play, manages to cut in, slots it into the bottom corner, 1-0, beautiful start for Arsenal. And then it all started to go left. And this is where I was thinking, oh my God, this is this is starting to turn poetic. 2 nights ago, we saw Cody Rhodes finish his story. Yeah? Cinema. And at the same time, whilst Arsenal at halftime decided to play his theme song, because shout out to the guy that's in charge of the songs at the Emirates. Clearly, he's a big WWE fan. You got to look and think, hang on, is this Arsenal trying to finish their story, or is this Harry Kane trying to finish his story? Or Bayern Munich managing to get Gnabry scoring his goal at his old club, and then following that, Harry Kane slotting in a penalty very, very calmly, very, very eloquently, sent the keeper the wrong way, slotted it bottom corner, thank you very much, in style. 2-1 to Bayern Munich, and I'm thinking, oh my God, this is starting to look a little reminiscent. Are we going to end up with a 5-1 again? Is it heading in that direction? Are we going to get peak AFTV again? Is this all happening again, right? Towards the end, it took a sub that I think Tuchel will get criticised for. Taking off Leroy Sané, who was playing well. Although, when I did look at some of the comments being made by some Bayern Munich fans, apparently he's just come back from injury. So, maybe that's why. He played really well, but he got taken off. Jorginho was void. Absolutely void. And you could see that all day long. Tuchel knows Jorginho. Tuchel managed Jorginho. And the one weakness, which, to be honest, I'm surprised I'm not surprised. Teams haven't really been able to exploit the weakness of Jorginho because Jorginho has cover around him. Arsenal are set up in a way where they've actually got really good quality around them that kind of compensates for that. And they play a style that doesn't really apply not much pressure on Jorginho. Whereas today, Thomas Tuchel did play around that. It was up until when Jorginho was taken off, Sane was taken off, and you could see that the game kind of turned, and Arsenal, with Trossard coming on and making such an impact, managed to turn the game on its head. Trossard with can I just say, a very, very beautifully worked goal. Fantastic from Arsenal in the way that they built that up, and they managed to, I mean, it was literally pass, in between the lines, slots into Trossard, slots it in bottom corner. Beautiful. No Bayern Munich player caught up with that entire piece of action. 2-2. So at a time where I thought, look, they're 2-1 down. This is where Arsenal need to show if they've got it. Have they got pedigree? Have they got the ability to come back when the tide has turned against them at a European fixture, quarter-final, at home to Bayern Munich? The answer is yes. That's what surprises me. That's what I'm giving them their flowers for. Beautifully. And they deserve it. I didn't think Arsenal would come back and score that second. I thought this would be typical Arsenal. You know, they're going to lose today. They had that first portion of the first half and that's it. They're going to lose now. No, they didn't. 2-2. It could be worse. Going to Munich now, it could be worse. Arsenal have to win in Munich, but Bayern Munich have to win too. And Bayern Munich have, clearly, they've not been brilliant. Today, they kind of stepped up for the occasion, but they didn't get the job done. We got to remember, away goals is not a rule anymore. So it's a 50-50 going into the next tie. Can Arsenal get the job done in Munich? Well, at 2-2, yes, they can. They can. If they'd lost 2-1 today, I'd be coming on here and telling you I think it's over. But it's 2-2. Fair play Arsenal. Fair play Arsenal. Credit. Flowers to Arsenal for coming back and at least getting that goal and sending it to Munich where it's 50-50 now. So all to play for at the Alliance Arena. We'll see what happens. By the way, the penalty, so-called, that was meant... Saka's challenge at the end, for me, not a penalty. Was there contact? Yes, but you got to look at the context. Saka put his leg there. You can blatantly tell Saka left his leg trailing there on purpose to be clamped out by Manuel Neuer, and then he went down. Look, not a penalty. Not a penalty. You can see that he clearly had the option to run around the keeper with the ball. He didn't. He wanted the pen. He left his leg there, and he got taken out. It's not a penalty. I'm sorry, it's not a penalty. If he's clearly made the action to run away and the goalkeeper's actually made the attempt to bring him down, cool. Goalkeeper didn't move. Saka's leg hit him. So, not a penalty. Fair decision, good refereeing, 2-2, credit to Arsenal, and they take it to Munich. Now, the other game, by the way, can I just say, that Arsenal performance, it kind of just shows the levels that they are actually operating at compared to before. Before, they would have probably bottled this result. They didn't bottle it this time. And that's the growth. That's where you've seen they've progressed. And, yeah, credit to them. This is why they're fighting for the title. They're doing this now. Credit. And Chelsea have got to play them soon. So that makes me kind of worried. Just not going to lie. We'll see what happens. Now, Man City, Real Madrid. What a game this was. This was cinema. Absolute cinema. Ridiculous. Real Madrid, literally, off the bat, boom, when I say that, in terms of the comeback that they made so quickly. Man City started off the game in terms of a blitz. Out of nowhere. And absolutely fantastic. Overall, from both teams, this was highs and lows. Literally, both teams had their highs and both teams had their lows. And for each time something happened, the other team compensated. Absolutely brilliant play, game of football overall. But the end result speaks for itself, and the way that the goals happened, world-class goals we saw today in this fixture. First goal coming by Bernardo Silva. Out of the bat, literally, straight off the bat, straight off the start, straight in, 1-0 Man City. And I'm thinking, my flipping goodness, at the Bernabeu. They've come out like this, all guns blazing at the Bernabeu. So we're talking about levels like I just did for Arsenal. Well, we got to talk about City too. Not too long after, though, this is where Diaz with the own goal, because it went in off him. But beautifully worked goal, intelligence, fantastic technique, and it's slotted in. Rodrigo, the next goal. I mean, Rodrigo's available in the summer. It's mad. A player like that is actually available. It seems, according to reports, he's going to be available. So I ask, which clubs are moving for him? I would say my club would, but we don't operate at that level anymore. Do we, Chelsea? No, we don't, do we? So, listen, I'm sending shots to us tonight because tonight is a night where we should be operating at this level. We should be in this sort of fixture, but we're not because we've self-voluntarily shot ourselves in the feet, right? So, I'm sorry. I'm gonna properly hit it where it hurts for us lot, you know? And it hurts me, but it's got to be said. It's got to be said. Simple as that. Got to be said. Because a report earlier on that I read about Chelsea, apparently, we're relying on hope now. You know, after this time and what we spent, hope is all we have. Well, flipping now, if hope's all we got, then I'm sorry. There needs to be some bombs landed on this on this club in terms of the reality of the situation. The club need to realise what's going on. Rodrigo available, but fantastic goal. And was it the ball from Toni Kroos into Rodrigo? To get that second goal to make it 2-1 after 14 minutes. That ball from Toni Kroos. Oh my God. See, again, I'm going to talk to Chelsea again. Do you see what happens when you keep some sort of level experience in your team? He's on a 1-year extension. Why do you think they've done that? For things like that. For moments like that. That's why you keep your best. That's why you keep your experience. That's what you get to show to your developing young players that you've got. That's how it's done, mate. Can you do that too? Get to that level. We want you at that level, yeah? And then when that kid does get to that level, Toni Kroos, listen, we've given you these 1-year deals. Mate, you fulfilled your job, your purpose. Your successor is now ready. You can ride off into the sunset. Thank you very much for everything. That's how you operate. Unlike us, kick everyone out. Hire a bunch of children. You super team, come on lads, do something. Winds me up. But Toni Kroos, beautiful goal. Just fantastic pass. Rodrigo into it, slots it. He went for the double nutmeg. You can see he went for the double nutmeg. And it didn't happen, but almost. And it's 2-1. Fantastic. And then, this is where Man City decide to go, no, hang on. You guys are 2-1 up. Now, listen. You guys got levels. No. We got levels. At the Bernabeu. Foden in the second half. City got an answer. So what happens? Yeah, give the ball to Foden, cuts in central, smashes it from outside the box, straight into the top corner. Mind blown. 5 minutes later, Gvardiol. Since when can Gvardiol shoot like that? Since when? I've never seen him shoot like that, unless if he scored that sort of goal before and I've not paid attention. Since when does a centre-back like that, who plays left-back sometimes, score a flipping, cracking goal with his right foot outside the box like that into the bottom corner at the Bernabeu? In a Champions League quarter-final. Crazy. Levels. There's levels. These teams are operating at levels that are just a level we once used to operate at frequently. All good things must come to an end, eh? But fantastic goal. Beautiful. And then Real Madrid are like, nah, we're not having this. We're 3-2 down. We're actually playing well. We're 3-2 down at home in the Champions League quarter-final. Nah, not having it. So what do? Was it Bellingham who gave the ball to Valverde? Bellingham, I think, was the one who assisted him. If I'm not mistaken, Vinicius. But that volley was lethal. Timing, execution, bottom corner, levels. Beautiful hit. No chance for any keeper in the world. 3-3. And we end like that. Arsenal 2, Bayern Munich 2, Real Madrid 3, Man City 3. Who's going to make it to the semi-final? God knows. At one point, you would have said Arsenal and Madrid. Then at another point, you would have said Bayern Munich and Man City. And then you would have said Bayern Munich and Real Madrid. And then you could have probably said Arsenal and Man City. Or Arsenal and Real Madrid. Mind blown. Any one of them can go through. So we will wait for the second leg. So there we are. Let me know your thoughts down below with everything that I've mentioned. And wake up call to Chelsea. I'm going to end it on this because I have to say this. You see the football we witnessed today? The levels we saw today? We're so far off. Oh my God, we're so far off. It's scary. We are so far. The way that these teams are moving, when it matters, and the going gets tough, and it's a quarterfinal, Champions League, you have to perform, backs against the wall, pressure's on, give me your best. Mate, these teams are showing their best. We are so far. We are so far. It's scary. If that's not a wake-up call to Chelsea. 2, rightfully, like it's been trending on social media today, there's been a little bit of a raucous caused by the fans, and they're coming on Twitter with a certain hashtag. Hashtag change the model. Absolutely clear. Chelsea, change the model. Or we are not going to see these levels again. Because we used to operate at these levels. We ain't getting close to it at this rate. So your call. Let me know your thoughts down below. Much appreciated. But credit to Arsenal and credit to Bayern Munich. I didn't think that, honestly, deep down, I didn't want to say it, but deep down, I thought Arsenal would win today. 2-2, fair enough. And deep down, I didn't think we'd get a cracker between Man City and Real Madrid. I thought it'd be a tight game, maybe trying to go for a very low-scoring draw or something, stay a little bit, cautious. Nah, they both came all guns blazing. Brilliant. So, let me know your thoughts down below. Much appreciated. And I will see all of you tomorrow for another one. Have a good one, people. See you lot then. Take care and peace.